So we're all the way through the process. We've gone from quad 1 to quad 2 to quad 3 to quad 4. We have our loan estimate at the beginning of the process. We have our closing disclosure at the end of the process. Okay, so now we're at the closing table. Your loan officer may or may not be there. Your realtor may or may not be there. Your attorney will be there. The seller's attorney very likely will be there. The listing agent, the person who's selling the property, may or may not be there. And then the seller usually isn't there either. And in Illinois, we use title companies. In the Chicago market, we use title companies. All right, so you're at the closing table and you've got your knuckles cracked and you get your pen, and your attorney is going to go through this huge stack of papers that the lender has sent over called the closing package. And the closing package is basically all of the things that need to be signed. Now, what you need to know is this: every single thing that's in a closing package is there because there was some litigation of somebody, someplace lost money, a deal blew up because they didn't have this disclosure signed, or somebody got upset and sued somebody else. Every single thing that's in the package, the way that they do it, every single thing, the way that you sign, everything matters, everything impacts, and you have to sign everything. You need to bring your ID, you need to bring the cashier's check made out to the title company or the escrow agent, not to the lender, not to the lender, not to the lender, but to the title company or to the escrow agent. And then there's an escrow officer that's in there. They'll be communicating with the closing department at the lender's office someplace else, and they're going to be sending the documents that you're signing. They're going to keep track of everything. Now, let's stop here for a second. Before you start to do these documents, you're going to do a final walkthrough with your agent. And the final walkthrough is really meant to make sure that the condition that you saw the property in last is the same condition that you're buying it in. So if you bought the property and it was really, really nice, and then the sellers had this massive party and destroyed it all, if you didn't do the final walkthrough, well, you wouldn't know. You'd be signing documents and be, acquiring a property that was jacked. So you do a final walkthrough to make sure that everything's, okay. It looks like it was. A lot of times the final walkthrough will uncover things at the last minute, and such as if there was a painting on the wall and the painting is now gone because the sellers have moved out, but there was a stinking hole in the wall that the painting was covering up and you didn't know, then you might have a problem at the closing table. You might be like, well, they should fix the hole, shouldn't they? I mean, I don't want to fix the hole. I don't want to put a painting up there necessarily. Have them fix it. So everybody at the table is going to be incentivized to make sure that everything falls into place and that everybody is a-okay with what's happening. That's the last piece of it. So anyway, that's the closing table. In the next video, we'll wrap things up.